What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be my second mock draft after a couple of weeks of free agency has happened. A couple big trades have gone down, some big cuts have gone down, and some big names have went to different teams. So let's get right into it. The first pick of the draft is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. This pick is not going to change at all. It should be Trevor Lawrence. It should have been Trevor Lawrence from the start. So let's go Trevor Lawrence here. Number 2 is the Jets. This one's interesting because the Jets have said that they could be drafting a quarterback, but they'll keep Sam Darnold. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. I think they should keep Sam Darnold for another year to give him a chance. He's never had any good coaching around him. Adam Gase was not that great. He's had multiple offensive coordinators. I mean, I could see them going Zach Wilson here or another quarterback like Justin Fields here. But I'm going to say they go Penei Sewell from Oregon. Shore up that line a little bit. And then at number 3, we have the San Francisco 49ers, who traded up with the Miami Dolphins. They sent their third-round compensatory pick that they got from the hiring of Robert Saleh and 3 first-round picks. And when you trade up into the top 5 and send 3 first-round picks, that usually means that you're not confident in your quarterback. They said they're not going to trade Jimmy G unless a offer blows them away. But I do see them taking a quarterback here to learn behind Jimmy G and learn Kyle Shanahan's system. So I'm going to say they take Zach Wilson here. And then number 4, you have the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons have said that they're not getting rid of Matt Ryan or Julio Jones. I don't know why you would want to. Julio's as dangerous as he's ever been. And Matt Ryan's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I see them taking Kyle Pitts here just to add another weapon into that offense with, Julio, Calvin Ridley, and Kyle Pitts that make that offense ridiculous. Number 5, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They do need some help on the offensive line. They also need help at the wide receiver position. They let A.J. Green walk in free agency. So I see them taking Jamar Chase here just to reunite him with his former teammate at LSU, Joe Burrow, and to give him another weapon on the opposite side of T. Higgins. And then number 6 is the Miami Dolphins. Traded with the 49ers and traded with the Eagles as well. They're dead set on having Tua as their quarterback, which is a good thing. And they basically made bank from just trading Laramie Tunsil. I think they said like 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a third-round pick just for Laramie Tunsil, basically. I'm going to say they take Jalen Waddle here from Alabama. And then number 7, you have the Detroit Lions, who lost both of their top wide receivers. Marvin Jones went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Kenny Golladay went to the New York Giants. So I would assume that their first pick of the draft would be a wide receiver to pair up with their new acquisition, Jared Goff. So I'm going to say they take the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Number 8 is the Carolina Panthers. I don't know why they would want to move on from Teddy Bridgewater after 1 year. It wasn't all his fault last year. There was a plethora of injuries. Christian McCaffrey missed half the season. But I do see them taking a quarterback here. I say that they take Justin Fields from Ohio State. And then number 9, you have the Denver Broncos. I don't see them moving on from Drew Lock this year. I'd say that they give him another year. He does have some weapons. Cortland Sutton did miss all of last year with an injury. They don't need help at the corner position. They signed Ronald Darby and Kyle Fuller. So I'm going to say they take Micah Parsons from Penn State as their pick here. Number 10, you have Dallas Cowboys. They do need help on the quarterback position. So I'm going to say they take Patrick Surtain here from Alabama. Number 11, you have the New York Giants. They're set at the wide receiver position. They signed Kenny Golladay, like I said earlier. They have Darius Slayton, and they have Sterling Shepard, who they signed to an extension last year, I think. They do need some edge help, and they do need help at the linebacker position. I would say they take Jalen Phillips from Miami here. And then the number 12 pick is the Philadelphia Eagles. There's been ramblings saying that they're not dead set on Jalen Hurts being their quarterback. There's ramblings that they're listening to trades for Zach Ertz, so he could be on the move sometime soon. They don't have anybody at the wide receiver position. They let Alshon Jeffrey go, and they don't really have anybody else behind him. So I'm going to say they take Rashad Bateman from Minnesota here. Number 13 is the Los Angeles Chargers. They have their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, Offensive Rookie of the Year. They do need some offensive line help, and they might be losing Melvin Ingram in free agency. I'm going to say they take Rashawn Slater from Northwestern here. Shore up that offensive line a little bit. And then number 14, we have the Minnesota Vikings, who need help on the offensive line as well. Do need another safety, the opposite side of Harrison Smith. They let Anthony Harris walk. I'm going to say they take... I'm going to say they take Elijah Vera Tucker from USC as their pick here. And then number 15, you have the New England Patriots. They've spent a lot of money in free agency this year. I've never seen them do that before. It's the most guaranteed money out of all the teams. They did bring back Cam Newton for another season. I do see them taking a quarterback. I don't know if it would be here or later on in the draft, but I could see them actually taking Mac Jones from Alabama here. And then number 16, you have the Arizona Cardinals. They lost Patrick Peterson in free agency to the Vikings. Kenyon Drake moved on to the Las Vegas Raiders. They do need help at the running back position. I don't see them taking a running back here. I mean, there is two running backs worthy of a first-round pick, but I don't see that actually happening. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But I'm going to say they take J.C. Horn from South Carolina here to try and replace Patrick Peterson. And then number 17, you have the Las Vegas Raiders, who do need help on the offensive line. They've cut or traded most of their offensive line. They traded Rodney Hudson and they traded Gabe Jackson. So I'm going to say they take Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech here. Number 18, you have the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to say they take Azeez Ojulari from Georgia. And then number 19, you have the Washington football team. I guess you could say the Washington football team has their quarterback for at least this season with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's definitely not the answer. I don't have a problem with Ryan Fitzpatrick, but he's not the long-term solution there. They signed another weapon, the opposite side of Terry McLaurin, in Curtis Samuel. I could see them going with the quarterback here. I can also see them going with offensive tackles. I'm going to say they take Tevin Jenkins here. And then number 20 is the Chicago Bears. Their quarterback situation is not the best. They just signed Andy Dalton to a contract, and they still have Nick Foles. They let Mitchell Trubisky walk in free agency to the Bills. So I'm going to say they take Trey Lance here. And number 21 is the Indianapolis Colts. They just traded for Carson Wentz to be their quarterback after Phillip Rivers retired this year. Anthony Costanzo retired as well, so they do need some help on the offensive line. So I'm going to say they take Samuel Cosmi from Texas here. And then number 22 is the Tennessee Titans. They need some help at the cornerback position. They let Adoree Jackson go. They did sign Janoris Jenkins, but they still do need some help there. They do need another receiver because Corey Davis went to the Jets and Adam Humphries went to the Washington football team. So it's just A.J. Brown now. They also let Jonnu Smith walk in free agency to the Patriots. I'm gonna say they take Greg Newsome from Northwestern here to be their pick. Number 23 is the Jets. They need help at the corner position. Corner position. They need quarterback position if they want to go that route. I'm going to say they take Kwity Paye from Michigan to pair up with Quinnen Williams. And then number 24 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just let Steven Nelson go. He's gone. They do need another corner on the opposite side of Joe Hayden. Their running back position is a need as well because James Conner is a free agent. Don't know if he's going to be coming back or if they're going to sign somebody else. I'm going to say they take Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech. And then 25 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They do need help on the offensive line. They can always use another weapon even after signing Marvin Jones to a contract, and then they have DJ Shark as well. I'm going to say they take Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame here. And then 26, you have the Cleveland Browns. Need help on edge position and the interior defensive line. I don't know why it says wide receiver because they have Rashard Higgins, Jarvis Landry, and then they'll have OBJ coming back from that injury. I'm gonna say they take Jason Owe from Penn State. I probably just butchered that last name. Then you have the Baltimore Ravens at number 27. Need some edge help as well. Safety position, and then wide receiver even after signing Sammy Watkins to a contract. I'm going to say they take Trayvon Mayrig here. Probably just butchered that last name as well. Number 28 is the Saints. They do need help at the corner position at the opposite side of Marshawn Lattimore. They let Janoris Jenkins go. And then wide receiver position as well. On the opposite side of Michael Thomas, they let Emmanuel Sanders go as well. I guess they're dead set on having Taysom Hill as their quarterback, and they just re-signed Jameis Winston to a contract as well. I'm going to say they take Eric Stokes from Georgia. Number 29 is the Green Bay Packers. Need some help on the offensive line as well. They could always use another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. They've never drafted a wide receiver in the first round during Aaron Rodgers' tenure as their quarterback. I'm going to say that changes, and they take Terrence Marshall from LSU. And then number 30, you have the Buffalo Bills. Need a corner the opposite side of Tre'Davious White. They could use some edge help as well. I'm going to say they take Gregory Rousseau from Miami. And then number 31 is the Kansas City Chiefs. They also need help on the offensive line. They let their both starting tackles, Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher, go. There's been speculation that they might re-sign them later on in the season, but I don't know if that would actually happen because Fisher's coming off a torn Achilles in the playoffs, and then Schwartz has had that back issue that bothered him all last year, never came back from it. I guess they're dead set on having Lucas Niang play right tackle for him. They did spend a lot of money on Joe Thuney to be the left guard, and then they brought in Kyle Long to be a part of a position battle for right guard between him and Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, who's coming back from his opt-out as well. They do need help at the wide receiver position. It's just Tyreek and Mecole Hardman. They brought back Demarcus Robinson on a one-year contract and have Byron Pringle as well. They have never really given him a chance. I've seen him play in flashes. He's pretty good at what he does. Pretty good special teamer. They also need help at the linebacker position. I'm going to say they take Dylan Radins from North Dakota State to be their left tackle. And then you have the Defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at number 32. Interior defensive line is a need. Wide receiver position, I'm not so sure it's a need because they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and then they have Scotty Miller as well. Don't know if Antonio Brown's going to be coming back or not. I'm going to say with the last pick, they take Christian Barmore from Alabama. Now that's the mock draft for me. The top 5 is Trevor Lawrence at number 1, which should be unanimous by now. Number 2, in my opinion, is Penei Sewell. I could see the Jets taking a quarterback like Zach Wilson or Justin Fields here. Number 3 is Zach Wilson to the 49ers. I could see the 49ers, if Zach Wilson goes number 2, I can see them taking Justin Fields, or there's been speculation that they might take Mac Jones here. Number 4 is the Falcons taking Kyle Pitts here. I don't see them taking anybody else. Kyle Pitts is a total monster, and having him in that offense would just make it even more ridiculous. And then number 5 is Jamar Chase, reuniting with his former LSU teammate Joe Burrow, giving Joe Burrow another weapon for that offense. That's the end of the mock draft for me. If you did enjoy me doing a mock draft, make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and leave a comment on the video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.